What is up, everybody? What's going on? How is everybody tonight?
Mud Bucket's already joining. Apollo
Balboa, 1985. I love that one. Love that name. Hello, Jester. Hello, Mud Bucket. Welcome. Welcome back. Yo, Apollo. What's up, Swift Mode? You're notorious here, that's for sure. You are a regular. We love it. We love it. What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Get some more people in here. What's up, Jay? Did everybody check out the EU review that we posted up today? That was awesome. I actually have it right here beside me. We're going to talk a little bit about it as well. Swift Mode is prepping for Halloween. Same here. We've been full on Halloween mode for the last probably week, but yesterday obviously was full on Friday the 13th mode. That's a holiday in this house. Special holiday because it doesn't happen all the time. Especially in October. Having one in October was crazy. Yeah, we spent the day watching Friday the 13th movies and of course playing the game because we got what? month and a half left for all you Friday the 13th the game players out there. There's a month and a half left, I believe, some point in December. I don't know if it's like December 1st or it's some date in December, but that's when the servers go down completely, so you won't be able to play it online anymore, which is basically the point of the game. So we've been playing that for quite a bit. Yes, I did have a Friday the 13th marathon yesterday. Channing didn't get to see much of it because, school, all that stuff that's not fun. But Jester saw The Mask. Jay saw it. Kay is in the house. Iggy is here. Apollo, Nate, would you have preferred the original killers in Scream 2, or do you like Mrs. Loomis and Mickey? I really like Mickey as a killer. He's one of my favorite killers in the series. The thing with the multiple different killer thing, Kevin's kind of, his comments have kind of been taken out of context for many years. I know for a while there, he was talking about like, oh, we had the original killer was this, and then it was this, and then it was that. And most recently, we don't really know for sure, but most recently on the podcast that he did where he kind of talked about everything, or Scream 2, everything. He pretty much said that, the killer was always Mrs. Loomis, but they kept going back and forth as far as who her partner or partners were. So it was always jumping back and forth. Like, is it Mrs. Loomis and Derek? Is it Mrs. Loomis and Derek and Hallie? Is it Mrs. Loomis and Mickey? And this like they were jumping back and forth all the time. But I'm happy with what we got. I think Mickey is an amazing killer. Swift Mode is looking forward to the Ghostface game. Thank you. Yeah, it's exciting. It's doing really well on Kickstarter. We do have a couple excuse me, we do have a couple more add-ons that we are announcing here in the next few days. That's pretty exciting. I think people are going to be excited about. And also, if you guys saw Fright Rags, who we're partnered with for the Stop the Killer series, they do all the amazing artwork on the games. They announced some of their tie-ins to the game. one of which being a series of little action figures, Ghostface action figures based on the various versions of Ghostface that we are using in the game. And then also Fright Rags does these really cool mini masks. They're about that big, and they're vacuform masks. They're meant to look like those old vacuform Halloween masks. They've done them for a lot of different, licenses, but we got them approved for Ghostface the game, essentially, and we're really excited about it. We're thrilled that RJ, was into it. I know it's a mini mask that doesn't exactly fit on your face, but it's still rare for Fun World to license the rights to Ghostface in any sort of like mask form that is not made by them. So we were really excited to get that done. So we're really excited about that stuff. Yes, absolutely, promote that. I'm still trying to figure out the Discord, Iggy. Like I said, I've never used it, honestly, not even as like just a user, like as a fan of other channels and stuff. Anytime any of the channels I watch regularly, when they're like, oh, join the Discord, I'm always like, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know how to use it. So I'm still trying to figure that one out. But yeah, there is a Discord for the channel. We're trying to get it going, and it's taking a little bit of a learning curve because I'm not really sure all the ins and outs of it quite yet. Yeah, Mud Bucket, the art is amazing. They did such a good job with bringing Ghostface, all those different versions of Ghostface to life. Thanks for the video on the neck of Ghostface. Found one at a good price. Yeah, I've got one I kept in the package right here. And yeah, I'm like ecstatic about this figure. Let me get it turned. Okay, there we go. I mean, this thing is amazing. Even just looking at it in the packaging there, it looks so good. Like, this thing is incredible figure.
Best looking mask, I think, too.
For sure. For just a standard, like, I guess it's an ultimate figure, but I mean, I think that's the best Ghostface mask that I've ever seen on an action figure.
And they're not like heads that you have to take off and put back on. They're snappable. Like, you snap them off and then you snap them back on.
Yep. And let's see. Mud Bucket wants to see the vacuform mask. So let me see. I should be able to pull one up here for you guys to take a look at, because I had a couple things ready to go. Let me pull this up here. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to try to pull up. All right.
Hey, what's up, Cam?
There's Cam. Hello, Cam. All right. So let's see. All right, guys. So this was just posted today from Fright Rag. So it's technically the first time it's officially announced. Now, obviously, keep in mind, these are just, prototype images, but it gives you an idea of what's coming. So next Thursday, these ones will be available at Fright Rags, and these are all based on designs and the artwork from Ghostface the game. So you've got the little kind of reaction style Ghostface figures You got the aged mask with the bow and arrow, the devil face with the pitchfork, and the standard ghost face with the white mask, buck knife. And then over here, these are your vacuform mini masks. So it's basically a ghost face. It's basically a miniature version of what a ghost face mask would look like if there had been like a vintage vacuform version of it made. So there's 2 variants for the mask, for the mini mask at Fright Rags. And then I can say that just keep an eye on the Kickstarter because we have some really cool stuff coming kind of in conjunction with these mini masks as well to the Kickstarter. So there may or may not be some special Kickstarter only variants of some things, so pay attention to that. But these mini masks are amazing, and like I said, it's crazy that it's almost unheard of for Fun World to license the rights to do a mask of Ghostface that's not made by them. Again, I understand it's a mini mask. It's only about yay big. It's not really meant to be worn. It's too small, but it's still a mask. So we're really excited about that. I love the vintage artwork. It's got the Fright Rags logo down there, and in replacement of I think it's Ben Cooper, I think, is the brand from like the 70s and 80s that made those masks. Jay Smith says the neck of Ghostface is clean. Yeah, it's crazy. I literally there's so many random times during the day I'll just pick it up off the counter where I have it displayed and just stare at it because like the costume's perfect, the mask is perfect. I love it. Do I subscribe to the theory that Tara's attacker in the opening of Scream 5 wasn't Richie or Amber? I didn't even know that was a theory. I'm going to say no, but who knows what they had planned or, have planned for the future. They seem to like to go back, as the sequels go on, if they're going to continue the trend of kind of, paying homage to what came before. They seem to always go backwards and go, well, there's something that you thought was true but wasn't true, as Randy said. So I guess anything's possible. Chris will watch us on the replay. It's late in the UK, but he enjoyed the EU video. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for joining in. Summers fan, what's up? Yeah, I'll post it. I'll post the Discord link in the community tab on the channel so that everybody sees it and has it. What's up, Angelo? Do I think the new EUs will be widely available? That's what I understand. It's my understanding that they will be. Again, I have no idea if they're replacing the ultra white mask or not. I don't know that. But what I can share and say for certain is that they share the same product code that the ultra white has. So that's interesting. Because the ultra white's kind of for years been the standard Ghostface mask that Fun World produces. So for this EU mask to share product code with the ultra white is interesting. Will all the Fright Rag stuff be for pre-order or made in limited numbers? I mean, it's going to be pre-order because I don't think any of the Ghostface stuff from Fright Rag ships till like December, maybe November or December. But yes, it will be for pre-order, and yes, there will be limited numbers because pretty much everything that Fright Rags releases is limited. Occasionally they bring stuff back that is real popular that people request them to reprint, shirts and stuff like that. But very rarely do they ever bring back like merchandise stuff like this, like the action figures or the mini masks. So yeah, if that's something you're wanting to get, I would definitely not hesitate when the pre-orders come up. I don't expect the pre-orders to sell out. I don't think it works like that as far as limited goes, but they're not going to be available forever. Like I said, pretty much everything Fright Rags releases is limited in some way, shape, or form. Aaron just joined. What's going on? Was there supposed to be a Stab musical as part of Scream 6? Not to my knowledge. I think that started because of that that promo poster, that promotional poster that they handed out at theaters. But that poster was created by somebody who, to my knowledge, had not seen the film ahead of time. They were just kind of given the basic information, like it's Scream 6, it takes place in New York City, blah 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 blah. So I think they just kind of put those little things all throughout the poster just to kind of have little Easter eggs in there that were cool. Swift mode. Amber was a great Ghostface. I agree. Aaron Snyder, is it true that Scream 4 had a non-sparkle robe? I've heard that around, but never saw any sources. Yes, 100%. So basically, with Scream 4, they didn't have enough of the sparkle fabric that I found for them because it was already discontinued, which seems to be the story. Every time they find a great fabric for these robes, it's like discontinuing or already discontinued. So they made as many sparkle robes as they possibly could. And then they needed more, so they just made it from a similar fabric that was black. They ended up using the black robe more than the sparkle robe because Wes really liked it. He liked the fact that Ghostface could be more hidden, which is very funny and ironic because that was the whole point of the sparkle fabric to begin with, was that Wes was afraid like you're not going to be able to see him on camera if it's jet black. It's just going to be this white head like floating around the screen. So that's why they went with the sparkle fabric. But he ended up really digging the black fabric. So both appear in the movie. So yes, that is true. Made a robe guide. Oh, that was you. Okay, yeah, I did see that. I did check it out. I'm gonna just have to go back and revisit it. And yeah, I will definitely contribute any information that I have that can help you make that like complete. Yeah, Fright Rags makes awesome stuff. We're so excited that they're doing this. I love the figures. I love those little mini masks. Definitely excited about that. All right, let's see. So yeah, before I take this off the screen, that is next Thursday, October 19th at 10 a.m. Eastern is when the pre-orders for the action figures and mini masks go live at Fright Rags. And then, like I said, within the next few days, we will be announcing what we're offering exclusive to the Kickstarter campaign, which may or may not involve some different variants of what you see on the screen here. And those will only be available through the Kickstarter and nowhere else ever. So those will be something you'll want to get on top of. Let's see. Okay.
Actually, don't we have one over here already out? Or
that's one of the actual reaction figures from like 10 years ago. What's my favorite mold from the best variant? Mask wise, my favorite probably I really like the fearsome faces. Like I love the Gen 1 a lot. I love the Gen 1, but the fearsome faces to me, I don't know, I just really like the shape of that one. After Billy and Stu killed Maureen, once Roman told Billy about his dad, do you think Roman kept influencing Billy or left him alone to begin his killing spree? I think he left him alone because, you know, Roman pretty much says it. Like, he thought he was just talking, you know, Billy into murdering Maureen, which he did, and that was it. And that he had no idea, you know, I had no idea they were going to make a film of their own. Like when Sydney's trying to be like, this is all your fault. He's like, hey, wait a minute. I just wanted him to kill your mom. I had no idea that, you know, a year later, him and Stu were going to go off and do their own thing. I had no idea that was going to happen. Never understood the comparison between Amber and Stu. They were both a bit loud. Yeah, I don't see a comparison. Swift mode likes the RDS. Yeah, that was actually the first mask I ever owned, you know, before it was called an RDS. I just remember finally finding a Ghostface mask in a store. It was Kmart, and it was right after Scream 2 came out. And I bought it, and I remember thinking, like, oh, it looks kind of weird. Something's off about it. But whatever. I finally have a mask. So yeah, I wish I still had that. I have no idea what happened to my first Ghostface mask ever.
Do you think it still exists?
Someone has it. It ain't me. I have no idea. I probably lent it to somebody. Like, who knows? I have no idea. I had that when I was a teenager, so it's hard to tell what happened with it. Let's see. How are we feeling about the U2s? Yeah, let's bring that up, actually. Let's bring that up. You know what? I should be able to share that. There we go. So this is what Mud Bucket's talking about, the U2s. So they're basically you know, little toys. I don't think I read exactly how big they are. Does anybody know how big they are? Let me see.
They almost look like those what are they called? Like pop heads? Like the
Funko Pops?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of my thoughts when I first saw them, was that they're really similar to Funko Pops. That was my first thought. But then the more I look at them, I think I like the way they look a lot more. I'm not a Funko Pop collector and never have been. I was never a fan of the whole like tiny, you know, body, massive head. You know, it was always weird to me. I remember when Funko Pops first came out, and I was like what before they were like this, you know, the new Beanie Babies, which is basically what they are now. And that's no offense to anybody that collects Funko Pops. It's just pretty much what they became. But the first time I ever saw them, I remember checking them out and being like, this is stupid. It's like it's a bobblehead that doesn't bobble. Like, what's the point of this? I don't understand. I was really confused by it. I was like, who's going to buy these? Of course I was wrong. They ended up being this massive thing. But yeah, I've never been a fan of Funko Pops. I have some. I do have some.
We have a Rick from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, we have a Rick and Morty one. We've got a couple. We got a Tiger Woods one.
Killer Clowns.
So I do have some, but I've never been like, oh, I gotta have the newest Funko Pop of whatever. Even if it's a license that I really, really, really like, or a character that I really like. Pretty much the Funko Pops that I have, I picked up because I saw them on clearance somewhere for like $1. Like, I've been pretty lucky. I found some pretty decent Funko Pops at Walmart sometimes on clearance for like $1. And if it's something that I, like, I'll pick it up. But anyways, back to the U2s. Yeah. That was my first thought when I saw them, was they looked similar to Funko Pops. But like I said, the more I look at them, I definitely like them a lot more. I like that the bodies are small, but they're not like super small. I like the head sculpts a lot. I think they look really cool. I really like that green one with the blood on it.
Kind of looks like a Christmas mask.
Yeah. So we've got bloody Ghostface, the aged mask. We've got a glow green with blood, and then we have the custom special. I believe these ones are the super limited ones. Dead Meat. The Dead Meat crew having their own, which is really cool. So yeah, those come out. Oh, they came out yesterday. Okay, yeah. So Friday the 13th. Yesterday is when you were able to order those. So that's that. Let's see. Just checking out some of the comments here. Yeah, I agree with that. The U2s, they're significantly better than the Funko Pops. Even though they remind me of them, I like them like 100 times more. But yeah, the blood's just kind of weird. Not so much the left here, but like the right eye. That's what's kind of weird. It almost looks like
perfectly.
Yeah,
perfect straight.
It's like war paint or something. It's like a perfect, like they smeared it down. Let's see. GG got all three. Awesome.
It's the same with the green one too, like the perfect stripe going down.
One shot the monkey. Hey, you're late. That's all right though. We accept everybody early, on time, late, doesn't matter. Nate, do you think they'll use the new EUs in Scream 7? I would say so. It would make perfect sense to. I would assume, especially with them seeming to be what Fun World is going to be producing coming up, it's probably what they'll send to set. But again, I don't know. You have to ask RJ that. He probably doesn't even know yet. Maybe he's already sent them masks. Who knows? But yeah, I couldn't see RJ not sending them some of those, but I'm sure he'll send them a bunch of everything that they have available. RJ's cool like that. Okay, by the way, I saw your video. Yeah, I'm going to show that here in a second. Friday the 13th gets another movie. Do you think it should continue from the remake or a newer reboot? I think at this point it has to be a newer reboot. I think it's been way too long to continue from the remake, just because it's such a unique series, in that, with the exception of that one film, there's really only one timeline for the Friday the 13th movies. Whereas you've got all these different things going on with Halloween and, you know, all these other, like Texas Chainsaw. It's like every sequel is basically a reboot of sorts. And yeah, I just think it's just been too long. I think the 2009 remake is largely forgotten by most people. So I don't think, and I don't even know if it would even be possible, honestly. You know, that would be a big undertaking to, you know, for them to get the rights to all the characters from that one. I suspect we're just going to get another reboot, or possibly, you know, they might want to go the like Halloween 2018 route and, you know, maybe do a new sequel that picks up after like the final chapter instead of, you know, ignoring everything after part 4 or something. Yeah, so the Walgreens thing, I wanted to talk about that too. Basically, you know, there's been some backlash with that information. That information came directly from Funworld. It came directly from RJ. You know, and he shared with me to share with everybody that essentially, yes, these masks were produced for Walgreens, that they share the same product code as the Ultra White, but internally in the system, they have an internal code where it has the WGS after it, which stands for Walgreens, and that the intention was for this to be a Walgreens exclusive and then eventually be available everywhere. So that information was true. However, what I think happened is that, you know, these big retailers, they put their orders in so far in advance. Like, you know, for whatever Walgreens is going to carry in October for Halloween, or I guess September. By October, it's Christmas. But yeah, whatever they're going to carry for Halloween, they order that stuff in like January, you know, February. They order it like 8 months in advance. So I think they placed their orders and got, you know, the standard Ultra Whites sent to their warehouses. And since these masks share a product code with the Ultra Whites, I think that the smaller shops that have been getting these in, I think they just placed late orders, because the big retailers, they don't place late orders. They can't. They really can't. You know, they've got too much going on. But a little mom and pop shop, they can place an order like in September and get masks sent to them. So I think that's my guess anyways. My guess is that the shops that place like really late orders using that product code, that Ultra White product code, that general product code, I think that they got these because this is what they have now. This is what they have now available that falls under that code. Let's see. Yeah, let me stop sharing so we can take a look at this. Okay. Yeah, so some of you saw the video from earlier, but we will show this again. There is the 2023 EU. Trying to use the light there to my advantage to kind of show you how good the paint job is, especially on the mouth. That is really nice. Really, 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 really nice paint job on that. And I can smell the vanilla from here, but it just smells so good. Old school. Does not have the... I remember when the first run of the 25th anniversary mask came out, and people were like, oh, it smells like vanilla, but it's not the same. You know, they're like, it smells like vanilla icing. And the old mask smelled like just regular vanilla. Well, this does not smell like vanilla icing. This is that classic smell that we, you know and love, and it's strong. It smells really good. And you can just tell, like, look how amazing this looks. This thing is incredible. Everybody asking where I got it. So I got it from one of the little shops in California that ordered them directly from Fun World. They posted them up actually on eBay. A specific listing for these types. They called it the non-shiny version, this shop. The name of the shop is escaping me, but there is an eBay listing for these through that shop. They're currently out of stock, but they are ordering more. So I would keep an eye on that. And I think it was $20. Not bad. I mean, if these do end up being the masks that are going to be available everywhere eventually, I would love for that to happen because then we could, grab these at Walmart for $8. It'll be like the old days where you go into the, Walmart or Target or Kmart's, CVS's, whatever, and they've got masks like this, and you get to go through them and find the best ones. Everybody, that would be the exciting thing. Like, let's find the ones that look the best. So yeah, there it is. There's the 2023 EU. While I'm holding this up, let me see what kind of checking comments here. Do I think the Amazon ones will be replaced with EUs? I have no idea. What's up, Danny? Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I actually only have one of those left. One robe piece left on eBay right now. So somebody wants that, I'd snatch it up because I don't have no more fabric after that. So if you see anybody selling anything like that, it ain't for me unless it's one of the original. I think there's 8, maybe. I think there was 8 total, I want to say. Yeah, the shape on this is great. It is awesome. Here, you hold that, and I'm going to show. Let's talk about that. We saw that in the video. How neat is that? It's also interesting. So for those that didn't watch the video yet, a lot of the masks have been coming with these plastic inserts to make sure that the mask keeps its shape in shipping. It doesn't get crushed. And this is the one that's in the new 2023 EUs, which is interesting because we first saw these with the newer masks and the aged masks from Spirit this year, and it was the top half, not the bottom. So now we're getting the bottom half. So I was joking, it's like a clear ghost face mask. Like, this is what a clear ghost face mask would look like. But also, let me see. Grab that
age mask.
Yeah, grab that age mask down there. Let's do a little comparison on here.
This is the one that has the upper half one.
Yeah, so these ones came in the aged mask this year. Let's pull this out.
Actually, we found one of those in the silver one.
Mm-hmm. So these are the ones that came with the age mask, and it's the top half. So it's almost like you could just put it together. There, look at that. Guys, I have an exclusive. This is an exclusive world premiere. The translucent ghost face mask. It's clear. What do you think? What do you guys think of this? A clear translucent ghost face mask. We've got a rarity here. Look at that. One of a kind, guys. One of a kind. No, but I think it's interesting that you got a bottom half and a top half, depending on which mask you get. But you literally can put it together, and you've got a clear ghost face mask.
I wonder who the killer is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's not going to work out too well in the movies, you know. But yeah, this is cool. I'm actually going to try. I'll find a mask later, and I'll try to put both halves in one mask and see if it gives it like a really cool shape for display. But I wish Fun World would just sell these. I wish I could just get like a box of these to put in all my masks, because this is really, 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 really cool. Really cool. Let's see. Do I know specific rings Amber wears in 5 or any of her jewelry? All of her jewelry came from Silverworks. I'm pretty sure they have a website. It's called Silverworks. Let me see. Oh, copy. All right, I don't know if that's going to show up or if it's going to get filtered out, but yeah, it's silverworks.com. I put a link in the chat, Mud Bucket, but that's where all of Amber's jewelry came from, including her necklace. It all came from Silverworks. Hello, country boy. Now Fun World would only give us Gen 1 and Gen 2 replicas, yeah. Time will tell. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. The one that is on eBay right now is 4, part 4. All the ones that I had from 5 are gone. Do the new EUs have a stamp on the chin? Yes. Yes and yes. You can see it. So here's the new EU. Boy, this is going to be tough to show you that with this light. Oh.
Try tilting it up a little bit.
You can kind of see it. There you go.
You can see it better in the original video.
Yeah, I showed in the original video, and you can see it a lot better. Let me try something here. If you guys can hear that, it's the fire whistle going off, so just ignore it. Okay. Come on, I'm trying to turn my backlight off here real quick. Okay, let's see.
I wonder if that'll be better. Yeah.
There you go. Better. You can see it now.
Yep, that one. That's better.
Easter Unlimited ink. Just like they used to make them. Get this back on. Maybe. What is going on? All right, hold that a minute.
There we go.
Okay. Bought an age. Well, here's the thing, Iggy. Iggy says he bought an age mask, but it didn't have a plastic insert. I don't know for sure that they come in every mask. The ones that I got had them. A lot of the ones that I've seen had them, but a lot of times, stuff like this inside of a product, that's typically there just for shipping. So depending on where you got it from, they might have pulled them out of the inside, when they got. It's just like anything else, whenever you buy, or if you're like, if you've ever opened like a box or work somewhere where you deal with like, shipping and stuff, you open up like a case of toys, like action figures, and each one's like wrapped in like cellophane or some kind of like tissue paper. They just rip that off. It just keeps it from getting scratched and shipping, and then they hang it up. It's kind of the same idea here. Like, this isn't really meant to be necessarily kept inside the mask. It's just in there to keep the shape nice during shipping. So a lot of stores or any online retailers, they might open up that case, take the masks out, pull these out before they hang them up on the thing and just throw them away. So that might have been what happened to yours.
And you were talking about this one in the video. It's like real flimsy like that. Like
yeah, that's the other thing. It's back to being a nice floppy. See how it just bends just like that as soon as I'm holding it by the chin right now, and it just flops down. It's definitely got that. It is thick though. I did compare it to a 25th anniversary, and it's definitely thicker The latex is thicker, vinyl, whatever you want to call it. It is a lot thicker, but it's still nice and soft and flimsy and floppy, just like the old school masks were. So yeah, this thing looks amazing. Let's see. What's up, Dino?
Oh wow, the breathing hole on this is really nice too. Like it's like you can kind of see it in the movie, but it's like one of those masks where you can't really see it in the film.
Yep. Okay. So Swift Mode, she was asking about Amber's other outfits. I'll have to check through my emails with Emily because I definitely have some of the other stuff. But man, all hell's breaking loose out there.
Sounds like the big one with the ladder.
I know. We're in here just having a blast, and there's just fire trucks and ambulances going somewhere. Yeah, I'll check my emails and see because I know I have most of her outfits, like the information somewhere. Let's see. Danny asks, what's your favorite Ghostface piece you own? In general, probably Roman's costume from 3 and the mask. If we're talking like non-screen used, probably, that's a rough question. If we're talking non-screen used, I'm trying to think what I have. Probably, I got some cool prototype stuff from years and years and years ago that RJ sent me. That's really cool. That I appreciate a lot in my collection. Appreciate RJ sending it to me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You showed me your favorite movie last weekend of all time.
What's that?
Fight Club.
Oh yeah, I finally showed him Fight Club and he loved it. Let me see. I'm going to get the link posted up here to that if I can figure it out. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. That worked. Awesome. I see it. Awesome. Okay, yeah. So let me see if I can. I wish I could pin that. I'll just favorite it. Art has been watching the channel for years and awesome collection. Thank you, Art. We appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Swift Mode personally loves the Jill screen. I love that piece too. Yeah. Jill and Charlie right beside each other. Yeah.
I'll grab that.
That one that's...
Is it this one?
Yep.
Another thing I like about the EU mask is they're not like infected with the blue dots.
This one. This is a 25th, modified 25th. Modified exactly the way the Scream 5 masks were. It's already lost its vanilla scent though, but...
Wait, really?
It's not as strong as it used to be.
Yeah.
So let me see. Let me get them turned just right. There you go, guys. So 2023 EU and 25th anniversary, first run 25th modified exactly as the Scream 5 masks were. So that's pretty good. I mean, these masks, these new EUs are amazing. So there you go. There's that. And yeah, send the full link and I'll check it and get it put in here.
How'd you get this to stay there?
I just kind of hung it from the hood, I think. You don't have to worry about it. You can just set it somewhere. What's one item from the series you would want to own that you don't? Probably the voice changer from Scream 1 or the voice changer from Scream 3. I would say. Megan, thanks for coming. Let's see. Nate, I asked you about Scarecrow, the Scarecrow mask. Can you talk about that mask? Yeah, the Scarecrow. Is there a specific question you had about it? Let me know, and I'll try to answer it if I know the answer. Let's see. All right, let me check the Discord here real quick.
Do you still have your Scarecrow mask?
I have one somewhere. Yeah, I have one of the production ones somewhere. Somewhere. Okay, let's see. Copy link. Oh, let's see. That's a good one, Ryan. I like your optimism though. Try it. The worst they can say is no, right? That's how I try to look at a lot of things in life. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to say no. You know? Are they going to say yes? Probably not. Definitely not. Are they going to say no? Probably. But what? I mean, if that's the worst that's going to happen, that they're just going to say no, go for it. Let me know how it works out. I may or may not have one. Do you know where I can get my hand on the Scream 3 phone that Roman uses? I've checked eBay, couldn't find the exact one. No. eBay. They turn up from time to time. I've seen a couple collectors that have ended up with them. So the Scarecrow mask was, just like the zombie mask. They were different versions of the Ghostface mask that Funworld produced and discussed with Wes about, using in Scream 4. And they actually made special versions of both of those masks just for production. The Scarecrow masks that were made for production were super high quality, way higher quality than what was sold in stores. The material, like the burlap, was like real burlap, real thick, real heavy. The zombie masks were a lot thicker and more detailed, and actually Frank McGovern at Fun World hand painted over. Like they got them back from the factory, and then he went in and hand painted like every single one of them that was sent to set. Yes, there is a new Instagram and Gmail for you guys to send emails and stuff to. Any road makers that make a Scream 4 non-sparkle robe. I know. I feel like Scream robes probably. I don't know though. Honestly, I don't know. I know somebody has. I've seen them before. Yeah, Paramount has all that stuff. Paramount kept like everything.
They keep everything in any movie that comes out from them.
Pretty much. Okay, I'm just getting this Discord link sent. We can ask questions on Discord. Where would I like Scream 7 to take the franchise? I would just honestly like to see it continue, with the characters from, the Carpenter sisters. I'd like to see them get like I feel like there's more story there. So I'd like to see it get, close that story possibly. Okay. 1 second.
You were talking about on our first ever live. You were talking about them hiding Sam's mom. So I wonder if she'll come in.
Yeah, I was talking about that. I didn't think it was even a big deal that they weren't really hiding her, because I know a lot of people think that, but I never really looked at it that way. I always looked at it like they just didn't have a reason for her to be in the movie. But they could definitely turn it into something for sure. I think the link I just posted is correct. I don't know. It's got some invite in there. We'll see. Regardless, I'm going to post the Discord information and all that stuff in the community tab on the channel so that it's there so people can find it. Aaron asks, what is Channing's favorite Scream movie?
First one.
There you go. He didn't even have to think about it. Number 1.
Also, the first one I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Was it my first horror movie, or was it like Leprechaun or something? I think Leprechaun was my first one.
First horror movie you watched was probably Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Or
maybe one of the Friday the 13th.
I think it was Leprechaun for sure. And you watched,
not like the full Friday the 13th. I meant like parts from Friday the 13th.
Right. And you watched Child's Play.
Yeah, the first one.
Let's see. Jerry said, why didn't they use the actual models like Gen 1 and 2 and 6, or at least the ones from 4? And yeah, I mean, Iggy's answer's spot on. That's exactly what I was going to say. That's pretty much it. Most people don't care. They would never notice. Again, these movies, they do, they do a lot for the hardcore fans, but at the end of the day, the hardcore fans is a minority compared to the larger public that goes and sees these movies. So they don't care. They're not going to notice. Let's see. I remind I remind you of Roman. Okay. I mean, I love Roman as a character. I think he's awesome. So I'll take that as a compliment. He is a killer, but you know, he's a pretty cool killer. You know, kudos to him for ambition, as Kirby says. Did it all by himself. Let's see. Anything else? I'm trying to make sure there was nothing else I was going to bring up.
This?
While we were. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I was sitting there thinking, I felt like there was something we wanted to show you guys before we wrapped the stream up, and Channing just reminded me.
This has been sent in my room for a long time.
This has been in Channing's room for years, and it was in my room for years before that. I've had this since I was probably 16, maybe, was when I got it. I know they're rare now. I didn't know how rare they would be over time, but all right, let's hold this up.
And we've never shown this on the channel.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
So there's one of the first ever Ghostface busts. That's like a Gen 1 style mask. It's made by Fun World. It's like a rubber kind of feeling. Kind of feels like the material the mask is made out of. But yeah, these are highly rare and highly sought after. And I've had this for so long. It's very yellowed.
Can't really see it because the light, but it's...
Yeah. What's funny is the bottom of it
tearing out.
Is starting to come apart, and literally inside is like
a Ghostface mask, probably.
Inside is like foam and some of the material that like the shrouds were made out of, and a piece of cardboard, literally like a random piece of cardboard. And I did not put this in here. That's what's literally inside the bottom of these. So it's like a cardboard backing from probably a product that Fun World made or something. It's like a craft. I don't know what it is. It's just hilarious to me it's like they just shoved whatever they could in there. But yeah, this is my vintage, super rare now.
Doesn't Douglas have like a brand new one that's
white? He has one that's in really, really, really good condition. Yeah. There we go.
I'm curious to know, like, if there's like an actual Ghostface mask underneath that. Like the
mask. Probably not. That'd be cool. Maybe we should tear it apart some now.
No.
Wouldn't that be nuts if there was like a Gen 1 hidden up in there? Let's see.
Didn't you say there was some type of cleaner that you could like wipe all over this and it'd just be like white again?
Art, thank you. Art sent us a super sticker. We appreciate that so much. It's actually the first one we've ever got. So thank you, Art. Thank you. Jerry Rodriguez, did Nate talk about the new vinyl figures? Yes, I did. Talked a little bit about those. Talked a little bit about the Fright Rags announcement of the Ghostface action figures and mini masks. Let's see. Iggy says Douglas has everything. Yes, he does. Douglas has everything. Well deserved, though. Very well deserved. Yes, thank you so much again for that, Art. That is awesome. Quite a surprise and very, 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 very appreciated. Yeah, he's got everything. Everything. Douglas has the craziest stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Iggy, you are amazing. Thank you. We appreciate that so much. You guys are making me emotional tonight. Let's see. Did I ever find out what sparkles we use in the Scream 5 robes and if they use the type of if they ever use any type of foam in the hood. There is foam in the hood in the 5 robes. I did not get a response back about the exact spray that was used for the fabric on 5, but I'll get it. I'll follow up with Emily and let you guys know for sure. Let's see. Yeah, the foam and the hoods are something that a lot of the robe makers on the vintage ones get wrong. Scream Robes has it right now. I think they're the only ones, but it's got a very unique shape to it. It's kind of got like a crescent moon shape to it. A lot of times they're just putting like a piece of foam that's shaped like that in it. But for it to have that shape and the hood to kind of flow the way that it does and lay the way it does on the head, it's got a very unique, like kind of crescent shape that goes back like that. It's kind of hard to explain.
Oh yeah, there's actually one other thing that I wanted to show before we wrap this one up.
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to answer some more questions. Screen use buck knife. Yes, I have one of the main aluminum hero knives from Scream 2. And then I also have the VFX knife from Scream 5 that was pretty much used to stab everybody that was stabbed. Why the S? I'm not sure. I didn't help out with 6 at all because it was done in Montreal, so they got a whole new crew for that, and they just had a whole new costume department that just decided to make the robe the way that they wanted to make it.
So, what I have in my hand is my first ever Ghostface action figure.
Oh yeah, right, that's an old one. That's like the old school NECA one, even before the one that they have available now. This is the original one. Yeah, that was, you had that. I gave you that when you were really little.
And it has brown boots.
Yep, brown boots.
And I lost a knife. It's so old.
Yes, Iggy, your figure is on the way. I'll give you your tracking number here. Not here. I'll email it to you. And yeah, the other one was shipped. I believe he got his already because, he's in United States, so it probably only took a couple days, but I'll get you your tracking number. Anyone know where you can find the glow stab knife from the movie scene in Scream 2? Isn't it like a part of a reptile? Like a rip-off, knockoff Ninja Turtles toy set, like play set thing. It's got like little green throwing stars and the little green dagger thing. I don't know where you can get them now. Yes, I don't think it matters what version of the ultrawhite you have. It's not really about how stiff it is. It's more just the fact that they just jam it down inside the chin there, which makes it, bulge out and give it a little bit of more definition in the mouth. Favorite look of Ghostface: robe, boots, mask, the whole thing. We talking like, do I have to pick a certain movie, or can I like piece it together? If I had to pick a certain movie, probably Scream 3. I just feel like that Ghostface looks really menacing and scary in that movie. Not that he doesn't in the other movies, but I just really love the way that he looks in that movie. But if I were to piece them together, definitely the boots from Scream 1. I'll go with the boots from Scream 1, the robe from Scream 3, and a mask from Scream 2.
Oh yeah, there's actually one last thing that I wanted to show.
Yeah.
That we've also never shown.
Yeah, I can add those files to the Discord for sure. Jerry chooses 5. Yeah, the 5 costume's awesome. That looks really cool.
Now, this is not Scream related, but still, I think it's really cool. We got one of the replicas of the Mandalorian mask, the full helmet.
Different. Not Scream, but yep. Had to have the replica helmet. It is huge, but I gotta tell you, it does not fit over my head very well. Kind of does. It's a little tight. It hurts. It's more his size. But yeah, we love Mando in this house as well.
Wherever I go, he goes. And the inside looks really cool too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's got nice foam in there, but all those plastic parts on the side just scrape down.
There's also red light in there when you put it on.
One last question. Do you know if Emily frayed the robes? I don't know if I asked for it, but the Scream 5 robes ever use Velcro, or is it only magnetic strips? It's only magnetic strips closure on the Scream 5 robes. And yes, the material, the way she had it intentionally. Like, that shot where you see Ghostface in the hospital when Richie's phone starts ringing, he's like reaching down to pull it out of the pocket. There's that close-up shot. You just see those frays hanging. Yeah, that was intentional for sure. That was a look that she was going for. Let's see. How do I feel about the MTV mask? It's cool. I didn't mind the show, I don't think about it when I think of Scream. I know it's Scream, the TV show, but it's really doesn't have anything to do with the movie. So it's not the first thing that comes to mind when I think of Scream. Let's see. Favorite Halloween series film? Probably for all of them. That's tough. I mean, there's a lot that I can say are not my favorites. But the ones that are, that's one of those series where there's a lot of, really bad ones, but the ones that are good are really good. So that's what makes it hard. Like, it's hard to say. Like, I love Halloween, the original, obviously. I love Halloween 2, the original. I love Halloween 3.
Halloween 2018.
I love Halloween. Well, okay, if we're going to go through all of them, I love the first 3. I like the 4th one. I don't love it. There's things I love in it, but I don't love the movie completely. I just like it. I do not like 5 at all. I don't like 6 at all, even though that was the first horror movie I ever saw in theaters. I don't really like 6. The producer cut is better, but it's still not a great movie. I love H2O.
Oh yeah, the H2O.
I love H2O. I despise Resurrection. Resurrection is awful.
I think the remake's okay. Isn't that the next one? The remake?
Yeah, Rob Zombie's remake is it's okay.
We actually watched that last weekend too.
Yeah, it's okay. I hate the second one.
Not the second Halloween, the second remake.
Yeah. And then I love Halloween 2018. I love Halloween Kills, and I like Halloween Ends. That's pretty much how I feel. But a favorite of all of them, I don't want to be cliched, but probably the original, I would say. I don't think so, but I don't know. I've seen that theory before. Was John Milton supposed to be Roman's dad? I don't think, but I'm not sure. Do I think Scream 7 will be set in Christmas? That's the rumor that's been going. So, I guess we'll see. Least favorite mold, probably ultra white for sure. Hey, RJ is in the house. What is up, RJ? All right. He loves the Mask from Resurrection. Yes. The Scream TV show season 3 Resurrection Mask. Those are definitely one of the best. If I'm not mistaken, RJ, those and the HHN masks are the ones that you feel are some of the best that you guys have ever made. But yeah, guys, RJ's here. He's checking it out. So that's awesome.
And RJ, I want to tell you thank you for all the things you got me for my birthday. Well, you can hear me right now.
There you go. RJ is here. RJ, people are asking about if you're still watching. I just got one of the 2023 EUs from a little Halloween shop in California. People are asking when they're going to be everywhere, when they're going to be more readily available. RJ, HHN and Resurrection, spent time on them. Yeah, they are amazing. Angelo says, RJ, can you give us any updates on the EUs? And it looks like he's saying that there's more to come next year. So it sounds like they're going to be a lot more readily available next year. But yeah, this thing is beautiful. Smells amazing, looks amazing. The quality is insane. The paint job is perfect. Everybody's digging these masks, RJ. So these are a hit for sure. Thank you for making that happen again, because people have been asking for EUs for quite some time. Swift says, what's the closest to the Resurrection season mask? I don't think really anything. If RJ's still watching, he might be able to answer that, but it's my understanding those were made specifically for the movie or for the show. Like that mold was made specifically for the show. There we go, Angelo. He says, RJ, I think we can speak for everyone. Thank you so much for all the great Ghostface products you bring us. Truly love the icon of horror. Absolutely agree with all of that. 100%. Yeah, and I mean, every time I think like, wow, we got to be running out of stuff. Next thing you know, that's just product after product that just blows me away. Like, you know, the makeup line, thing was insane. Like all that stuff with Ghostface on it and just everything. Like I said, the New York figure. This thing is insane. This is the best Ghostface figure I think that's ever been produced ever. There you go. Yep. So the resurrection masks were special made for the show. So there really isn't one that's available to buy anywhere that's similar. Let's see. Thinks they should remake Gen 1 and Gen 2 just with different stamp or something. Possibly. Never know. Yeah, RJ says thanks. They work closely with Neck on the package. Yeah, the packaging's insane too. I love it's like matte but also shiny, and yeah, the mask mold is incredible. I really think this white mask, the classic mask, looks like the Fearsome Faces mask.
I love the background inside the subway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see that. Like,
yeah,
it's like back behind the.
Very, very, very cool. All right. Yep, the subway background. Okay. RJ, do you think you'll ever bring back a look like a Fearsome for a special occasion or anniversary? But yeah, guys, this is I really can't stop showing this mask. It's perfect. This mask is amazing. This is so happy with this mask. I can't wait till they're everywhere, hopefully next year. And everybody gets to get a ton of them. Like I said in my review, I want 10 of them. I can't wait. Okay, Angelo, RJ's response to do you think he'll ever bring a Fearsome back for a special anniversary occasion? RJ says he cannot speak to that this time, but he won't say no. There you go. Hopes for the 30th anniversary. Yeah, that would be cool. It's crazy that that's coming up, right?
How many more years? Like 3?
Yeah.
3 or 2?
Yeah. Yeah, it is a clean copy. Really clean. I haven't seen any. Like, these all look incredible. Every one that I've seen that someone's got. I mean, this is it, guys. RJ made it happen. This is the mask everyone's been asking for years and years. We got him. We got him back. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oops. That would be cool. A collector's edition package with all the movie molds in one. That'd be awesome. It'd be tough to do though, probably just because it's like Paramount and the Weinstein Company with 4. There we go. Yes, that's Channing. He is here.
Thank you for all the stuff that you got to me for my birthday. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Everyone's super excited to get those EUs. It's all anybody wants. It's all we're talking about. Factories and different molds. Yeah, that's the thing, you know. A lot of people are like, why do some of the masks look different and stuff, you know? They have to make so many of them because they're in such big demand. So they come from different factories. So they're all, you know, really similar, but slightly different because the molds are different per factory. But Fun World's really on top of that stuff. And, you know, they do pay attention to, you know, if they've got a low end quality, like a lesser quality mask coming from a factory, they won't. They'll cut that off. Megan says, RJ, how was it to see how big the Glamlight Ghostface makeup collection did? Yeah, that thing went through the roof. I was watching that. I believe RJ said it was like the fastest selling Ghostface licensed product ever. But yeah, that set was awesome. Awesome. I was kind of bummed because I was thinking about ordering the what was there was a package that was like super, like it sold out immediately. It was everything and it had a like a special box for everything in it. It was for like, you know, to do video reviews on. When I found out they were going to have that, I was like, oh, I'm going to order that and do a video on it, even though I don't wear makeup. But that was gone like that. There you go. RJ says, yep, Glam Light was the fastest ever. Fastest selling Ghostface licensed product ever. Yeah, he thinks it was because it was something for the women for the most part. Yep. And that company does a lot of cool. I just saw that they're doing a Friday the 13th set next. So that's really cool that they're, you know, uh makeup companies are starting to get into, you know, licensing products like that. That's it. That's what I was talking about, the PR collection. Yep. That was what I was like, oh, I'm going to order that if I can. And that was gone. What are my thoughts on the 2023 EU compared to the other years, like pre 2010, 2017, when they stopped production? I think it's just as good, if not better, than those. I mean, I'm telling you, when you get one of these in your hands, you're going to be shocked at how perfect it is. It really feels like it's almost like it's new old stock, if that makes sense. Like, I know it's brand new and it's a brand new mold, but that's how good it looks. It's almost like somebody had a classic EU just stored away, you know, forever. Uh, that's how perfect these are. What's up, Samir? What else? Mud Bucket is asking if RJ's still watching. Question: does Funworld plan on producing different creature masks for Ghostface, like the Scarecrow, Zombie, etc.?
There's a response.
Let's see. Located. I'm just reading some responses here. All right, RJ says, have a good evening. Everyone have a good evening. He wanted to stop in and say hello. Happy Halloween, everyone. And stay tuned because something fun is happening soon. Be well. Yes, something very fun is happening soon. Mud Bucket says, thank you. Mark F., good to see you pop in. RJ, always good to hear from you. Have a good rest of your day. Yes, thank you so much for popping in, RJ. That was a nice surprise. Have a nice evening. Everyone saying good evening to RJ. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great one, RJ. Thank you for always listening to your fans, and long live the icon of Halloween. P.S. Thank you for the return of the EUs. Yes. That is huge. Make sure I don't got anything else. All right, guys. Well, gone about an hour and a half here. I think we're going to wrap things up. Let's see. I'm going to be doing another live stream. Probably in the middle of the week this week. It's a busy week coming up. Monday, we have another live stream on the Stop the Killer YouTube that I'm hosting. So pay attention to that. Look out for that one. So that'll be Monday. And then on probably Wednesday, I'll know for sure tomorrow. I'll post it up early, but we hit 2,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that. Channing and I both thank you. That's awesome. Feels great to hit 2,000, and it's all because of you guys.
It's crazy we're here already.
I know.
That time went by so fast.
For sure. So yeah, we're gonna do a 2,000 subscribers special live stream in the middle of the week this week. Like I said, probably Wednesday night, but maybe Thursday. I'll know for sure tomorrow, and I'll post it up. I'm also going to post all the Discord stuff in the community, as well as the new Instagram and all that other stuff for you guys. Mud Bucket says, thanks for joining, Channing. But yeah, so look for that 2,000 subscriber special middle of this week, and then we'll do our regular Saturday night live stream Saturday night at 8. And like I said, also Monday, I'll be doing a live stream on the Stop the Killer channel again. So there'll be some cool Ghostface stuff announced there. So stay tuned, everybody. And thanks for joining us. And we will see you on Wednesday, I'm thinking. Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see you then. Thanks again. Thank you, guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much for getting us to 2,000 subscribers. So we're going to celebrate that this week. So have a good night, guys.